Kamille Mckinney was just 3 years old when her life ended by the hands of two evil individuals that abducted her. Kamille's family called her Cupcake because her father stated she reminded him of a cupcake when she was born, all cute and red with big brown eyes. This is the tragic case of a beautiful baby whose life ended all too soon. Hello, my name is Holly, and this is The Murder She Shed, the place we honor the dead right from my she shed. No subscribe, do subscribe, I don't care. Either way, come join me, usually twice weekly, in my crime lair. If you are extra sensitive to cases that involve children, then this case is not for you. Just go check out another video on my channel, The Murder She Shed. Kamille Mckinney was born on April 22, 2016, to parents April Thomas and Dominic McKinney in Birmingham, Alabama. For this video, I will call her by the name her family called her, Cupcake. Her mother, April, said when her baby first went missing, "If you see my baby, just call her name. Don't call her Kamille, she answers to Cupcake." So in honor of her memory, we will call her Cupcake. Cupcake was a loving little child who would often wake her mother up with hugs and kisses. She was soft-spoken and beautiful. Cupcake's mother described her as a shining light and will always remember the day her world dimmed forever. That day occurred on October 12, 2019, while April, Cupcake, and Cupcake's 11-year-old brother were visiting Cupcake's best friend Ava's apartment at Tom Brown Village in Birmingham, Alabama. It all started when earlier in the day, two monsters were on the prowl for prey to abduct. Patrick STALLWORTH, 42, and his girlfriend, 29, DERICK Brown, had started the day wanting to kidnap a girl. DERICK Brown is not actually her real name. I guess she'd been in a lot of trouble in the past, so she changed her name. And it could be DERICK is what I'm calling her. So that's what she's being called, whether she wants it or not. I don't really care because she's not who matters in this story. DERICK Brown had a rough history. She was SA'd as a child, and in 2018, her 4 children had been taken away from her because she had put one of her children in a washing machine as a punishment to the child. The relative that reported her for this incident ended up getting custody of DERICK's children. So DERICK was mad. So she went to the woman's house that took her children and pointed a gun at her and demanded her children back. After DERICK left with the children, the relative called 911. DERICK then led police in a reckless chase, and she ended up crashing her vehicle with her children in it. I did not see that they were hurt, so I think they were all okay after the wreck as far as I know. On October 12, 2019, 7 hours before Cupcake's abduction, Patrick walked into a Shell gas station and bought $18.91 worth of candy. 5 minutes after purchasing the candy, he approached 2 young girls who were 11 and 14 years old, and they were walking to cheerleading practice. He spoke to them and told one of them that he was looking for a girl that looked just like her, and that was the 11-year-old, and then he offered them the candy. The 2 girls noticed a female sitting on the passenger side of the blue Toyota Sequoia. One of the girls became nervous and told her friend, "Let's go." So they ran off into the alley to get away from them. Sometime after that, Patrick and his girlfriend, DERICK, were sitting on a street in their SUV, just looking all suspicious. They were confronted by a resident. The resident stated that Patrick said, "Where were all the children that used to play on the circle?" The resident said Patrick seemed overly interested in children. Around 7 p.m., Cupcake and her best friend Ava, who had attended a birthday party at the apartments that she had been visiting, they had wandered off into the courtyard together. The 2 girls had discovered a mouse and were just trying to play with it. Unfortunately, they ran into Patrick, as shown on this surveillance video. He offered them candy, and then they ran off after him. Soon after, Cupcake's older brother would be sent to find her, and he comes back terrified, saying he could only find her shoes and that her friend Ava said that she had got into a vehicle with a man who had offered her candy. How scary is that? If as a mother, if you heard that, I can't even imagine. That's like your worst fear. Another child had confirmed this, telling Cupcake's mom that it was a blue SUV with a man that had bad teeth and a woman that was a chunky black woman. An Amber Alert was released soon after that. After a picture of the SUV was shown on the news, a citizen came forward saying he had seen the vehicle matching that description at an apartment complex. When Patrick and Derrick were arrested, police found inappropriate pictures of children on Patrick's phone. The pictures were not of Cupcake, though. A search warrant allowed authorities to go into Patrick's apartment, where they did find a plastic mattress pad covered in blood. Patrick, Derrick's, and Cupcake's DNA was found on that mattress pad. After police interrogations, Derrick told them where to find Cupcake's body. They had dumped her right in the dumpsters located at their apartment. I can't even imagine, like, you did something that horrific and you're too lazy to even take the body somewhere else. Lazy and cocky, I guess. An FBI agent stated that at first he thought he was looking at a doll when he first located her body. Her body had started decomposing since it was 10 days after she had actually died before she is found. The ME said Cupcake had toxic levels of METH, trazodone, and Benadryl in her system. It was ruled that Cupcake died of asphyxia by suffocation, though, and not from the drugs that were in her system. After her body was found, Patrick sent a text message to his mom that said, "I'm really sorry I did this. It was an accident." The account of what actually occurred that night differed between the two suspects. Derrick told authorities he had no idea Patrick had taken Cupcake till they stopped at a convenience store. So after they got to the apartment, she went outside to smoke. And when she came back in, Patrick was in the bathroom with Cupcake. Derrick stated that she went to bed and fell asleep. She claimed that she woke up at some point during the night and saw Cupcake sitting on the couch. She said that Patrick was kneeling in front of the girl, forcing her to perform oral on him. Then she went back to bed and just woke up the next day. That right there tells you she was involved. Because what normal woman that cared about that child would just go back to bed after she's seen something like that? It tells you completely that she was involved. They have video footage from a Chevron gas station that shows Patrick making a purchase of an energy drink and appeal for sexual dysfunction not long after Cupcake's abduction. Patrick stated to authorities that he was not aware of Cupcake until he walked into his and Derrick's apartment that night and saw her sitting on the couch with the little girl. But we're already calling bullshit on that. Sorry, didn't mean to say that, but these cases make me mad. Because he was seen on that surveillance video picking her up, and his attorney actually said, well, you can't prove that is Patrick. But they can, because his cell phone showed he was right there in that area at that same time that he was caught on that footage. Case closed. So it's just saying he walked in and seen Derrick sitting there and he told her, well, that's not your child. To which Derrick replied, I want to keep her. He then stated that Derrick suggested that he do something sexual to the little girl, and being the good citizen he is, he refused and just went outside to smoke a cigarette. He claimed that Derrick put her hands over Cupcake's mouth and nose, and then Cupcake appeared asleep. A nurse that worked at the jail where Patrick was being held heard a conversation between her nursing assistant and Patrick in which they had a romantic interest in each other. Patrick was heard telling her that he did R.A.P. Cupcake, but that Derrick had killed her. The nurse's assistant testified in court that she had no recollection of him ever saying that to her. But they had, on phone conversations, they had tried to get her testimony thrown out in court when she said she didn't remember that. These phone conversations was between Patrick and the nursing assistant. Basically, Patrick told the nursing assistant, I dream about you, and he even was heard singing a song to her. He could also be heard saying 143, which is code for I love you. There's 1 letter in L, 4 letters in love, and 3 letters in U. So that's what it stands for. I did not know that at all, but apparently that's what that stands for. And apparently Patrick also said over the phone, I need some of that honey. I believe they're not only Patrick's lying, but they're both lying. They knew what they were doing that morning when they went on a hunt for a little girl. They knew exactly what they were doing. Both of them did. They were both predators hunting for a victim, and Cupcake just happened to be the unlucky prey for these monsters. On October 7th, 2022, Patrick was found guilty of her kidnapping and death, and he is now facing a life sentence. Derick's trial has not happened yet, supposedly in the next couple of months. This picture of Patrick from his Facebook post says it well. He is a beast. Both of them are true monsters. Prayer for Cupcake's family as they have to get through another trial, and I'm sure the pain will never end for them. I can't even imagine having, my boys are grown, but I can't even imagine if they were that little and somebody did something that horrific to them. I think I would have to kill them. I honestly do. It would be hard as a mother hen to not kill them. Just a horrible case. Anyway, it's almost the weekend, and I have a campfire Halloween coming up, and I'll probably have that out this weekend, and it is a doozy of a crime case. It's definitely different, and I will see you guys then. Bye. I love y'all. On the murder she said, stupid fly. Cupcake's best friend Ava's apartment. Shit. Sorry, fly issues. One of her children in a washing machine as a punishment. Their relatives, as you people say, washing machine. I've just always said wash, and I'm sorry. And then people go, what the heck did you just say? It's washing machine. Right? Now y'all say it. It's just a sickening couple. Somebody suggested I need a screen door. Oh, I think I killed it. Wow, I'm not usually that quick. I got it on my hand. But somebody suggested a screen door for my she shed. I told my husband, but there was no response. So probably not gonna happen. And so her response, you can come in if you want. Go like to the chicken place or something. Just code for I love you. Because there's 1 letter in I. Yeah, that would be I. Letter in I. 4 letters in love and 3 in you. So apparently that's what it stands for. I had no idea. 143. My husband would think I was nuts if I told him 143. He'd probably like, is that how many subscribers you have? Derick's trial will be in a couple of months. Patrick Sharp. Oh, shitty shit. I don't know. So y'all know my brother's like 12 years older than me. And so when I was like 6, he was like 18. But I had a Doberman Pinscher that was just a little stray that we got. And it was a girl. It wasn't a boy. It was a girl. That's important to know in this story. Well, when I was little, I thought she was playing leapfrog with me. I'd jump over her back. I don't know if y'all remember the game of leapfrog. You just children leap over each other. Well, I was leaping over her, and then she would like leap over me, but not leap over me. She was actually dry humping me, but I had no clue. I thought she was playing leapfrog with me. I mean, I'm an innocent little girl. I have no clue of this. And I told my brother, I said, watch, my dog knows how to play leapfrog. So I do it, and then she does it back. Oh my gosh. He was laughing so hard that I honestly thought he was going to throw up. Like, I didn't understand. I was like, why are you laughing at me? I thought it was a really cool trick. Here he is laughing at me. I thought this was like my dog was so smart. My dog was a genius, you know? Well, apparently my dog might have been, but I was no genius. Well, my brother's never let me forget that moment, ever. He's never let me live it down. And he finally told me, don't play that game, okay? Oh my God, I got some crazy stories. I love you too. I don't know what's happening right now. All right, look, there's a squirrel outside. You missing the squirrel, boo? Oh, Samo, you missing the squirrel, that little Samo. You missing the squirrel, my little Samo. He just loves hugs. He just loves hugs. He just loves Mama to hug him. Yes, he do.